Hey, welcome back to our channel. So today, sorry for the sun, we're gonna be telling you the story time of the time we delivered to the wrong house. That's a rookie mistake. We've never done that again, but yeah, it happens sometimes. So we did it again one time, but after that was a big mistake. So anyway, the same day that we did this crazy water order that you guys seen, I'm gonna tell you a story time about that as well, from a comment that I seen that was offended by us saying that it was a crazy order, because it was a crazy order, but I'll explain later on. But anyway, this order was, I'm gonna show you on the screen right now of us looking at it and dissecting it. $17 popped up, but the people over there took it, but they threw it back. So we're trying to see why they threw it back. It says extra large right now, so we're trying to figure out what's the extra large about.
They lazy.
Yeah. At this point, just mad groceries. All right, order. There's nothing else coming out. We've been sitting here for a while, so it's, what is it, $17.77. Is no tip on there. They might add the tip later. And what is it, one drop off? 65 items, 108 units. Not the best order, but we've been sitting here, so we need to get the ball, you know, to get the things rolling. Let me show you the items. The order right here. So mad groceries, probably gonna take them a while, and this is why they threw it back, obviously. $17 for all these items and stuff, no tip, but you gotta take the bad sometimes to get the good. So hopefully they'll bless us with a good order when we come back around, and we'll see you guys at the drop off. So as you can see that somebody out there, this little crew that we had over there, they order and they threw it back because it said extra large. We was like, what is extra large in this order? So started going through the order, and it said 30 bags, and it was 65 items, I think 108 units, $17, no tip. I think it was like 13 minutes from the store. I don't know if it was 7 miles, 9 miles, I don't know what it was. So that day we was only getting crazy orders. Like if we was quitters, we would have quit that day. We'd have quit Sparkman, like, oh, this is too crazy. We got the water order at first, now we got this 65 item, 108 units for $17. Mind you, we would never take an order like that today, ever. I don't care what it is, we're not taking it. So it was a curbside order, stuff or whatever, arrived to the house. I don't know like what the mix-up was, because you ended up saying that it was my fault that I said that was the house, but whatever. But he's the driver, so I don't know how it could be my fault when he's following the GPS.
First of all,
I don't get that.
We pulled up, she got out with the stuff and went to the wrong house. How was
you remember this exact thing?
Yes, I remember that.
Why didn't you tell me what house it was?
You got out because you did it so fast. I didn't even see you go over
and then he followed me to the wrong house. So why did you follow me then?
Because I didn't know that was the wrong house.
So it was both of our faults.
It was your fault.
It was both. He loves to blame me for stuff, but it was both of our faults. Comment down below whose fault it was, because he's the driver following GPS. So anyway,
I pulled up right in front of where the GPS told me to pull up front of.
The wrong house?
No, the houses was right next to each other.
They was connected, the houses. Let's just say that. So went over there. We started putting stuff on the porch. Mind you, we have a lot of bags. It's 65 items, 108 units. So we started putting it on there, and then he realizes. I'll show you guys the clip of when he realized that it was the wrong house. Drop off was something else. We started putting on the wrong house because somebody.
No, you said it was that house.
No, that's what Google Maps says. So they saw us on the Ring doorbell, like, oh, we got free groceries. No, we put it at the right house. So I showed you what I could show you guys. That was a trip, but it was only like 13 minutes away or whatever, so that was nothing. So we'll see you guys back at the Walmart. We realized it wasn't that house, it was the house next door. So we had to take everything off the porch and then switch to the house next door or whatever. And it's a lot of work for $17 with no tip. It was just like, we didn't know what's going on back then.
That extra work was our fault.
It was, but we didn't know what's going on. We was mixed up. I don't know what's happening that day. That day was just off the charts basically. So went there, put the stuff up there. I've had to drive 13 minutes, I believe, back to the store, and that pretty much was it. It wasn't nothing too crazy or whatever, but that order was, I see why they threw it back, because at first we was like, oh, they just, don't want to do it, but I see why. It's a curbside though, so yes, it's a lot of bags you got to carry. If we had to shop for that, we would never shop for an order that big for that little bit of money with no tip. It's not happening. So mind you, I had a short, like, whatever, from 2 years ago. We switched zones already 2 times since this happened or whatever. And I had said that the order was crazy because we did that water order. It was $34, 7 miles, 10 gallons or 10 cases of Poland Spring waters. And that day, if you ever saw the story time of that, we had no cart, no wagon. So we went to that building and that front desk had no cart or wagon. We would have had to make so many trips. It wouldn't have been worth it in the end, right?
Yep.
Like, it wouldn't have been worth it. So the comment said, oh, why are you saying that the order is crazy? Us customers pay a pretty penny for those heavy items and stuff like that, so you guys should want to do it and stuff like that. If you don't want to do it, leave it somebody else. I told her that basically, if you're not a gig worker, you don't understand. She's like, oh, my sister's a gig worker. But if you never did it yourself, you're not going to understand like how hard it would be. Even with us too, it was gonna be real hard or whatever. So yeah, like, some people make comments and stuff like that but don't understand the situation. We were new. That's why we took that. We took the order, did not look through the stuff really until we was like, oh, look at the waters. It's a lot of waters. But it was kind of slow that day, so we ended up taking it and we learned our lesson. We would never do it again. So that's pretty much it. So like I said, if you're not a gig worker and you're a customer, you never did this kind of work, you wouldn't understand. Like, if I was by myself, like I told her, I would have not taken that order because it would have been too much for me. So you just don't know like what's going on. So you have to be a gig worker to understand. I'm also a customer too, so I order Instacart pretty frequently, so I understand. I don't be ordering 8 cases of water and things like that to the 2nd floor and stuff like that. I'm considerate and stuff. So some people, they just, I don't know what they be thinking, what's going through their mind. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time.